This is the game that we're playing right now in the world. Men are blaming women and women are blaming men. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I've been discussing recently about women who have basically decided that they're not going to have children. They're going to be child free. And after seeing that video that I did with the young lady who the father was speaking to her, and basically she's saying that she doesn't want kids, it did get me a little bit discouraged, and I wanted to check out that community. And I'm sure you guys know the internet is full of everyone. You will find whatever you are looking for, whether it's good or whether it's bad or in between. You can find any community or anything on the internet. So I went to look up these videos and I found a couple of videos and I just wanted to react to it with you guys. And as always, I like to be based. I want to listen to their reason. I want to listen to where they're coming from and see if I can understand them from my perspective. Because in my perspective, guys, this is where I'm coming from. Women being barren has been something that has been happening over the ages, even in Bible time. And it was always never a thing where a woman would willingly not want to have kids. Being barren was like the worst thing that could happen to you. And a lot of people pay millions just to have a child. Even today, people are paying millions to have a child. From what I've seen so far, some of these dating stuff like the red pill and the feminists who tell you that you can have everything, you can have both family and career, which to be fair, I do think it's not as easy as it sounds. But one of the solutions that they propose to feminist women is that they should freeze their egg, freeze your egg, and then have a kid at 40 when you're ready, when you've already finished career. And a lot of times it doesn't really always work out that way. Most times people don't tell you the reality of what that looks like. Kim Kardashian, or one of the Kardashians, went through that, where she said that she tried her eggs and none of them worked or something like that. So there is a reality that needs to be considered. I don't know whether that's the majority or the minority in terms of the eggs failing, but this is a thing that is happening right now. So I really do want to check out this community and see where they're coming from, because I really don't understand how you can choose to willingly, basically you're choosing barrenness willingly. That's basically what I'm hearing. Whereas there are other people who will pay anything just to be able to have a child. But without talking too much, guys, I know I've ranted a bit, but before I get into this video, please do leave a like, comment, and sub. I appreciate you guys watching my channel. Remember to share the video as well. Let's get into it.
Spoiled, selfish, self-centered. This woman believes the sun should rise and set according.
I'm 30 years old, have no kids, and just got my tubes tied.
Okay, please go back and watch the video that this comment comes from. I love this comment. I love this comment. So, the conversation is there's a woman, and of course, all their statistical data, whatever, they're saying that single mothers are the problem. Single mothers are the reason that black men are incarcerated. Single mothers are the reason for everything. It's all our fault. We are all bad mothers.
That is
we can't raise
the
children.
opinion of the red pill,
We shouldn't,
which I don't agree with.
To stay single, focus on yourself, go to school, start a business. To me, poverty is the problem, not the missing fathers.
Okay.
Because the fatherless homes that these men create, and then they pay their little funky $50 in child support that really don't support anything. A lot of those homes that have problems, it is because of finances.
That's interesting.
Outside of the home, working 7 days a week, 10, 12, 16-hour shifts, and she is not able to pour into the children like she would like to, or like she would be able to.
That's a good point.
That full supportive partner.
It's a single household, single mother household. She has to work. She has to be dad and mom.
Whatever, because they got it twisted. They yelling you should have got married first, but just because you get married don't stop you from being a single mother. Okay, so let's not get that twisted. The only thing stops you from being a single mother is not having any kids, because these men could change at any point. These men could leave at any point, and they won't.
So can the woman. But I get what you're saying.
Be held accountable because you have that baby, but not the men. The men can walk away, start over, and create more fatherless homes.
So can you, as a woman. But again, I get what she's saying.
Nobody says, but women are the problem. Single mothers are the problem. But let's read this comment. Her comment says, right, don't have kids. Problem solved. Then they'll be blaming women for the low birth rate. We can't win. I follow this young lady and she has a podcast. I can't think of her name right now, but she's doing an interview and the man asks her when she's going to have kids. And she says, I'm not having kids. He says, that's selfish. But is it really? Is it really? If you're telling me,
this is why I want to listen to them so I can get where they're coming from.
I'm getting married, got married, had children, 5-10 years later,
He leaves.
the relationship isn't working, whatever. Now I'm a single mom because the father is no longer inside the home. I am the problem. I am a bad mother. I am unable to raise my children and be with my children because I didn't allow the foolishness with the children's father. I didn't accept the abuse. I didn't accept the lying, the cheating, the manipulating.
This is a good point.
Bare minimum, more than likely.
I'm not gonna. I have to say this is a good point.
But all of the responsibilities of the children come with me. I've spoken to a lot of women, and a lot of women are saying it is easier when the men are gone.
No.
But that's not what they want. They're saying we the problem. So to solve the problem,
I don't think that's true. So this is another trying to prove a point with extreme language.
from being a single mother.
It's definitely, nobody has ever said it's easier.
You're either a married single mother, a separated single mother, or a divorced single mother. Do you see the end still say single mother? Don't do it. A man was in my comments and he's saying that this is just trying to stop women from making decisions without consequences. There's consequences. There's all the consequences for women, but none for men. I'm just so tired of the...
She's making good points, but she's using extreme language to make the point. So her point is a bit redundant.
Children go to school.
Some of them are valid.
Going to STEM, get your CDL, do hair, do nails. I don't care what you do. Go to nursing school. I don't care. I do not care. Do not have any kids. It is a trap.
Damn.
And you will be blamed for it because you allowed this man to get you pregnant. Regardless of what that man done, regardless of whatever happened, none of that matters. Whatever that man, it don't matter. All of the blame and all of the fault is on you. So don't do it.
Damn.
10 out of 10 would not recommend. Okay.
Okay, guys. So again, this is the reason why I'm watching it, because I really do want to understand where they're coming from. She made quite a few points, but I do think she's being extreme in her language. She sounds offended. You can tell in her energy that somebody has hurt her. Somebody has put her in this position, and she's gotten to a point where she's made up her mind. And a lot of young Christians, be careful, because like I said in one of my videos before, offended people don't give good advice, right? Offended people are making decisions in an emotional manner. They're making a decision because they are hurt, they are offended, they are in pain, their heart is in pain, and they're in protection mode. This woman certainly sounds offended. Now, the point she made is valid. Nothing stops, a married man from leaving his marriage. That is true. But again, that's extreme language, because also nothing stops a married woman from leaving her marriage. The problem is not women. I agree with her that women should not be blamed for everything, right? But this is the game that we're playing right now in the world. Men are blaming women and women are blaming men. Nobody's taking responsibility. Nobody's trying to bring us together into the middle. Everyone is blaming each other. However, I said in one of my previous videos, guys, that life is still going on and the dance between man and woman is still happening. While you still have these pockets of communities who are at war, men and women generally kind of know what the dance is. And people are still getting into relationships, getting married, settling down, doing the dudes that we do. But you do have these extreme places, extreme pockets where people develop ideologies. These ideologies are developed because people are offended. And if you listen to people who are offended, they're going to run you all the way to hell. You're just going to wake up one day and go, oh my God, I've wasted my life on something. Guys, I've even showed you guys videos of feminists who have come out and said they regret some of the ways that they went about things. But women across the world have run with what they've said. Women across the world have listened to what they said, have felt liberated by what they said. Only for the woman to come out in her 60s, 70s, and 80s and saying, actually, I was wrong. Why? Because they were offended when they made that decision. There is always a better way. There is always, yes, there is a risk when you get married. Yes, there is a risk when you get into a relationship. Yes, there is a risk that things can fall apart, but there is still a joy that happens. There is still the potential of it working, especially if you don't treat the decision like it's nothing. There is no way we can talk about this and not talk about people who are sleeping around. We can't skip the fact that sexual immorality is on the rise. We can't skip the fact that women are sleeping with random men. We can't skip the fact that men are sleeping with random women. We can't skip the fact that we are in a sexual revolution era. We can't skip the fact that women, like the video I did before, 7 women will choose one man and have babies with him. These things are happening. What my point is, if we minimize these issues, we minimize women leaving marriages just for the sake of it, minimize men dropping their responsibilities and leaving marriages also just for the sake of it, minimize the decision to marry being made on a whim, minimize the decision to leave marriages being made on a whim, and we will have a better society. But the game, the dance between man and woman, it takes two. And it's not just one person at fault. That single mother who is left alone is not at fault on her own. The man takes some of that responsibility. And that single man, or that man who was treated dirty by a woman, even though he wanted to be a good guy, and she treated him like a mess, he also takes some responsibilities from that. There's not just one person, but regardless of that, there are evil men and there are evil women. And unfortunately, it is what it is. There are men who are just wicked, and there are women who are just wicked. And these things happen to people, and innocent people do get into the line of fire of these wicked people. That's why the best solution is for you to be vigilant, treat this decision as important, and make it with all due diligence, and you won't end up in a position of offense. And I believe that while this woman may be giving this advice for people to not have kids, you will find that many people who take her advice will wake up one day and go, oh crap, I actually want this. But because you're offended, because somebody hurt you, and you haven't met the right person yet, right? We've heard stories, so many people who said they don't want to have kids, but they met the right man. The man touches their heart, and all of a sudden they're ready to have 10 kids. It happens. Tragedy does happen in the world, but it doesn't mean that we should make these decisions, like life decisions that can change our entire life. Guys, I do want to continue checking out this community. If I watch a video and I really see where they're coming from, I definitely will say so. But with this lady, I don't, like, she really affected my my spirit. Like, as she was talking, it just felt like she was hurt. It just felt like there's a lot of baggage in her heart, and she's pouring it out, you know, in the camera. She's pouring it out, and I know people are going to listen to her, and I know people are going to say, yeah, it's true, that's true, you know, I'm the only one getting blamed, so yeah, I might as well stay alone. That's not reality. Guys, let me know what you think of this video. Did you feel the same thing I was feeling when she was talking? Did she feel like she was hurt? Did she feel like basically spewing hatred because of the pain in her heart? Or do you think I'm reaching? Do you think I'm being over spiritual? Do you think that actually she has a point? Which I do think she has some points, but I do sense some extreme language there. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Before I go, guys, I have another channel called Angelint React. That's where I do my trailer, gaming reaction, and all other shenanigans. Give me a like and subscribe on this video, and go over to that other channel and give me a subscribe on that channel as well. I really appreciate you guys watching my video. I'll see you on my next one.